Hello, welcome to the Literacy Sphere. I'm Oleander Yuba. Today we will learn 5 powerful tips that can help you overcome the fear of public speaking. Before then, if you are new here, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you'll be among the first to get notified when new lessons are dropped. If you are a returning subscriber, you are warmly welcome. Welcome to the Literacy Sphere once again. Every week, I receive several calls from different kinds of people, C-suite executives, career professionals, entrepreneurs, educators, all kinds of people. And what are those calls all about? These people want to know how they can get rid of a major challenge, a major obstacle to their business growth, career advancement, and personal development in various areas. That challenge, that stumbling block, is called speech anxiety. It's also called the fear of public speaking. It's called glossophobia. Glossophobia literally means the fear of the tongue, the fear of speaking up. Some will call it stage fright. Whatever you choose to call it, it is a real fear, and it stands in the way of so many people. And they would like to know how they can eliminate this fear. Do you have glossophobia? Do you have the fear of public speaking? Worry no more. Today, I will share with you 5 powerful tips that can help you conquer that fear. Before then, let's talk about why you need to eliminate your fear of public speaking. What if you choose not to speak? What if you choose to have others do the talking, do the speaking? A lot of people would rather say, "Oh, let my assistant handle the presentations. Let my subordinates handle the presentations. I'm okay with doing every other thing, but coming to the limelight and speaking, I'll have someone else handle the speaking for me." Can that work? For how long will you keep shying away? For how long would that work for you? I've had several executives call me saying, "It is hurting me. My fear of public speaking is causing me a lot of harm. It's harming my career. It's affecting my advancement. What do I do? Please help me." Some almost get close to tears when they call because they're seeking help. They have understood that they need to make a change. Do not allow yourself to get to that point where you become desperate. You can act now to make things right. So begin to work on your communication skills, starting with learning how to eliminate your fear of public speaking. Some people hide behind the cloak of, "I am shy. I am naturally shy." Some even say, "I am camera shy." They take delight in telling you that they are shy. Well, let me tell you something. Shyness is a disease. It's not something you should take pride in telling others that you have. And why is that? It limits you. Shyness is not a good thing. Being camera shy is even worse. So do not tell yourself, "I'm shy, I'm camera shy." No, that is a major limitation. Do not say that, okay? Rather, if you observe that you tend to be shy sometimes, especially in the midst of people, you can work to eliminate that shyness because it can cost you a lot in your career, in your business, in your relationships. So today, we will learn how to overcome your fear, how to overcome the nerves. So now, even if your anxiety or your nervousness is not caused by shyness, but by other factors, we will learn how you can eliminate those nerves, or how you can put those nerves in check so that they don't get in your way when you have to speak. Okay? Now you may be wondering, oh, tell me, how can I overcome the nerves? How can I get rid of the speech anxiety? I will share with you 5 powerful tips. Are you ready? Let's go. The first tip, accept the fear. Accept that the fear is natural. The fear of public speaking is a natural phenomenon. What do I mean? When you have something important to share with important people, what happens is that your brain, sends signals to your nerves that something crucial is about to happen. Something important is coming up. And then your adrenaline level rises and your nerves begin to act up. It is purely natural. It's a natural body reaction. So do not feel that you are abnormal. No, you are not. Your body is simply doing its work. So there is nothing wrong with you. Do not beat yourself up. Do not say, oh, there's something wrong with me. Michael can speak so well. This colleague of mine can speak so well. This person can speak so well. Oh, Jane, she's an excellent speaker. She's a born public speaker. No, great speakers are not born. They are made. They are trained to become great speakers. So those speakers you admire, those excellent public speakers you love, have done something to get to that point. And I must tell you, many of them, yes, many great speakers have the fear of public speaking. They have stage fright, they have speech anxiety, but what they've done is to learn how to mask it so that you wouldn't see it. Okay? The award-winning singer, a superstar, Adele, admitted to having stage fright. Who would believe that Adele had stage fright? She has admitted in several interviews that she has stage fright. But then, of course, she has learned how to mask it or manage it so that her audience don't see it. So the good speakers, the great speakers you admire, the orators, and all of them have learned how to manage their fears so that no one can tell that they have it and no one can see it. So stage fright, speech anxiety is natural. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you if you are displaying symptoms or experiencing the symptoms of stage fright or speech anxiety. So embrace it, embrace the fear, and channel that energy, channel that fear to strength. Let that fear motivate you to do your best, to put in your best to prepare for your speech. Let that fear turn into positive energy to move you to do all you can to deliver an excellent speech on the day of your presentation. Now, let's talk about the second powerful tip. Focus on your audience. I repeat, focus on your audience. Put still in another way, stop being selfish. The fear of public speaking is usually about me. Me. I. Myself. Me, myself, and I. I don't want to fail. I do not want to be laughed at. I do not want to fumble. I do not want people to laugh at me. What if I come across as a flop? What if I, me? It's about me. As if the world revolves around me. I shouldn't be at the center of everything. Who should be there? My audience. Your audience should be the focus and not yourself. So think less about yourself and focus on your audience and how to help them. Every public speaking is about your audience. how to motivate them, how to influence them, how to inform them, how to entertain them. So focus on your audience and not on yourself. When you do that, then you'll be able to take away a lot of pressure from yourself and, of course, channel that to pleasing your audience. One thing I must mention also is that your audience are not there to laugh at you. They're not there to see you fail or to jeer at you because you fumbled. No, they are there to benefit from you, from your speech. They are there to learn from you. They're there to gain. And so, if anything, they're rooting for you. They're wishing you well. They're not wishing that you fail. No, they want you to succeed. Now think about it. If I'm speaking and I fumble or I stumble over words, would you laugh at me? Of course not. Because you've made out time to watch me speak and you believe you will benefit from whatever I've got to say. And so if, as a result of human imperfection, I stumble over my words or I make a mistake, you wouldn't laugh. You would even sympathize with me. And that is the truth. So your audience are not there waiting for you to fail so that they boo at you. No. They want you to succeed. They are cheering you on. They are rooting for you. So think less of yourself and focus rather on your audience and how you can help them. When you begin to think that way, then you make progress and then you do better. Tip number 3, prepare thoroughly. According to Dale Carnegie, only the well-prepared speakers deserve to be confident. Did you get that? Only the well-prepared speakers deserve to be confident. What that tells you is that if you are not well prepared, then it would impact your confidence negatively. If you do not spend time preparing for your speech and rehearsing, chances are that you will fail. So ensure that you prepare adequately. Now, under preparation, we're going to consider some points. 1, know your audience. Who am I speaking to? Who would I be addressing on that day? Find out exactly who will make up your audience. That way, you will be able to tailor your presentation to the needs of your audience and make greater impact. Another thing this can do for you is when you know exactly who will be in that audience, you will know what questions to anticipate. Yes, you will know what questions to expect and prepare accordingly. When you tailor your speech, when you tailor your presentation, your words are chosen to suit your audience, then you'll be able to connect with them better. Think about this. You're speaking to a group of secondary school students, and in another event, you're speaking to a group of professors. Would you use the same kind of words for these two sets of people? Of course not. You will tailor your words to suit the level of the members of your audience. That way, they will be able to connect better with you and you'll be able to deliver a more impactful presentation. Next, under preparation, know your venue. If you will be going to an unfamiliar venue or an unfamiliar stage, I recommend getting to the stage possibly some days before the event or some hours or minutes before the presentation. Get to the stage, walk your stage, walk the room, okay? Takes a minute, about 2 minutes, walk round the room, go down the aisle, go around the seats. When you do this, the room kind of becomes small, it becomes familiar territory, and whatever tension you feel begins to ease off, okay? And then, of course, when you go to the stage, try to stand on the stage where you'll speak, and if possible, rehearse your speech on that stage. So that way, when you are delivering your speech, it's no longer new. It becomes something you've experienced beforehand. And so you'll be better able to deliver a great speech. The next thing you should do to prepare thoroughly is to know your material. This is extremely crucial. Please take note of this point. Know your material inside out. Know what you want to say. Know your opening. That is your introduction. Know the body of your speech and know your conclusion. Know exactly what you will say to begin your presentation. Do not leave it to chance. Know how you are going to introduce your speech or presentation. And of course, remember, you've got just a few seconds to make a good first impression on your listeners. Do not let those seconds go to waste. Make good use of those first few crucial seconds. Prepare a captivating introduction. I usually recommend unconventional introductions. In a future video, I will discuss unconventional introductions, how to use them to begin your speech with a bang. Okay, so watch out for this lesson in subsequent videos. So prepare an introduction that will capture your audience's attention, and of course, you will prepare your body, and of course, you must structure the body of your speech so that it is able to hold your audience's attention all the way to the end, and then ensure that you know exactly how you will end so that you wouldn't be confused and say, okay, that's all. I think I have to leave the stage now. Can you imagine that? Imagine after delivering a powerful presentation and ending that way. You've simply ruined everything. So your conclusion is as important as your introduction. Ensure that you know exactly what to say in those first few seconds of your presentation. That will determine if you have your audience's attention or if you lose them from the beginning of your speech. I hope it's clear. Know exactly what you've got to say. Once again, I remind you of the expression by Dale Carnegie: only the well-prepared speakers deserve to be confident. When you are well prepared, then you will be confident to stand before the audience and speak. I usually give this illustration when you have an exam and you have prepared thoroughly. You've read all that there is to read, and you've even practiced using past questions. How would you walk into that hall? You would observe that you walk in confidently, knowing that you are ready to sit that exam or that test, right? On the other hand, if you aren't prepared, if you know that you haven't covered all the materials, how would you walk onto the stage? How would you walk into the hall? You will walk in feeling unsure of yourself, possibly looking for a hidden part of the examination hall to sit somewhere that eyes wouldn't get to you in case you want to giraffe. Okay, so when you are not prepared, such things can happen. But when you are prepared, you confidently get into the hall and you're ready for that exam. Yes, that's how it works. In the same way, when you are prepared, thoroughly prepared for your speech or presentation, the fear will disappear. You'll confidently go up the stage and you will deliver. Okay? So prepare, prepare, prepare. Rehearse your presentation. So after you've gathered your material, structured your speech, put together everything, spend a long time rehearsing. Experts or An expert recommends 30 hours of preparation for a 1 hour speech. That might sound like an overkill, right? But what it simply tells you is there is no such thing as too much rehearsal. You can spend as much time as you like, as much time as possible, rehearsing and preparing for a presentation or a speech, and nothing will be wrong with that. So prepare, practice, practice, and practice some more, and you will be ready to blow your audience away, and those nerves will take the back seat. We've looked at 3 powerful tips that can help you overcome glossophobia or fear of public speaking. The first one is accept that the fear is natural. 2, focus on your audience and think less of yourself. 3, prepare thoroughly. And under thorough preparation, we talked about knowing your audience, knowing your venue, and knowing your material, which also includes rehearsal. Okay, practice. Let's move on to tip number 4, and that is dress the part or look the part. Dress well, dress the part. Ensure that you show up for your presentation or your speech properly dressed. I cannot overemphasize this. I cannot overstate this. This cannot be overstated. Dress well. To help you appreciate why it is crucial that you dress well for a presentation, think about a child, a little child who's been dressed up by their parent. Possibly 2 years old, 3 years. Dressed up, looking good. What does that child do? Have you noticed? Have you observed? The child will immediately disappear from the room, looking for who else is in the house. And guess how the child walks to that person? You'll notice the child. For a girl, you see them sashaying, okay, what some people call catwalking. So trying to show off their outfit. They're doing that confidently. They're doing it with confidence because they know that they look good. So this is to tell you that dressing well helps to boost your confidence even without you knowing it. Yes. So when you look good, you feel good, and it boosts your confidence, even for speaking, even for public speaking. So do not miss an opportunity to make a good impression on your audience. So 1, it will boost your confidence. 2, it makes a good impression on your audience when you dress well. Yes, that's right. This works for me every single time. For all my public speaking events, public speaking appearances, presentations, I ensure that I dress the part. And this helps to boost my confidence. Try this and thank me later. All right, now we've come to the final tip. Tip number 5, and that is look and act confident. Yes, look and act confident. What does that mean? To look and act confident? What does it mean? Even when you are scared, even when you are petrified, you're terrified, fake, complete, and unshakable confidence, and then the confidence will come. And that is true. This equally works for me all the time. Every single time I have a public speaking appearance, I feel nervous, I get anxious, but then you must have listened to some of my presentations. Are you able to observe any nervousness, any anxiety? Of course not, because I wouldn't let you see it. So even when you do not feel confident, when you are scared to death, fake the confidence, and the confidence will come. Now, I want you to know that no matter how frayed the nerves are before you mount the stage or at the beginning of your presentation, usually a few seconds, a few minutes into your presentation, the nerves will take the back seat naturally. Okay? So now if you have faked that confidence at the beginning, and now because you have prepared well, because you've put every other thing in place, you'll be able to go on, even though you were scared. And so pretend to be confident at the beginning, and your preparation and every other thing you've done would carry you through until the point where your nerves would just say, oh, wrong candidate. Please, let's go. Let's take the back seat. Wrong candidate. So please, do not let the fear creep upon you, and do not expose that fear. This is what experienced speakers do. They mask that fear. They hide that fear. I do this and I know this, that it works, and I believe that it will work for you. Now let me know in the comment section if you have tried this, or if you plan to try it. Let me know. And if you finally get to try it, I will equally want to hear from you. Please send me a mail, hello@theliteracysphere.com. hello@theliteracysphere.com, or oleandayuba@theliteracysphere.com, and I will be glad to read from you and respond as well. I always strive to respond to my emails, to my subscribers, to my followers. I always do. Okay? So let me know, how did you find today's lesson? Did you enjoy it? Did you learn? Which of the tips did you find most exciting? Which of them have you tried? Which ones do you plan to use? Let me know how you find today's lesson, and let me know if there's anything else you want me to address, and I'll be more than glad to do that in subsequent lessons. Thank you so much for staying through to the end. I appreciate you. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and turn on the notification bell so that you will always get notified about future lessons. Remember, I mentioned one of the lessons I will be teaching soon, and of course, any other thing you'd want me to address or to prepare a lesson for, I will be happy and delighted to do so. Okay? So, remember, I've got other social media accounts on Instagram at TLS Diction, on TikTok at TLS Diction, on Facebook at TLS Diction, and on LinkedIn, Oleanda Yuba. Please connect with me and I'll be glad to do likewise. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.